The Winmau Blade 6 dual core darts review begins right now. Hey, what's up guys? Worldwide here. I got a great video planned for you today. I will be reviewing and sharing with you the Blade 6 dual core dartboard. Now check this out. I had to look around YouTube, right? Plenty of the reviews on the triple core dartboard, which I reviewed myself. I did a couple videos on that like last year whenever they first came out. The board you see hanging on the wall there, the entry-level Blade 6, the single core, I guess. There's a few videos on those as well, but the dual core, not too much. So what do you say we change that? But first, let me explain what's going on in this video. I've switched up the way I do dartboard reviews because in my opinion, you just can't take a dartboard, take it out of the box and do the review all in one day. That's nothing more than a first impression. So this is how this video is gonna go. The first half of the video will be filmed today, December 9th. So that's what you're gonna watch today. We'll take it out of the box. I'll show you the dartboard, probably measure some segments. I'll get it hung up on the wall, throw a few darts at it. So that's gonna be the first half of the video. The second half of the video will be filmed next week. So what I intend to do is hang this on the wall, use it for like an hour, hour and a half every night, and then I'll film the end of this video next week. That way, you know, I feel I can give better feedback if I use it, put in some time, then let you know what I think of it. So that's what we're gonna do today. So my arm's getting tired holding this thing, so let's get it out of the box. I'm gonna show you the thing, like I said, measure some segments, hang it on the wall, and then I'll give you my first impressions. So, yeah, it should be a good video, right? That's the way you gotta do dartboard reviews. So, right, here we go. Okay guys, fresh out of the box, first look. Well, I guess maybe not. It's not really the first look because you've seen this dartboard in the segment size video that I did last week when I compared this board, the segment sizes, to the segment sizes of the Champion's Choice dual core dartboard. But anyway, funny enough, what's the first thing you guys look at when you take a dartboard out of the box? Myself, I always look at the bullseye just to make sure it's perfectly centered, which in this case it is. But given a first impressions, or well, we'll pretend it's first impressions, the black is a very deep black. The reds, nice bright red. The greens look good. The white numbering, the white metal numbering looks good. So overall, first impression, it's a great looking dartboard. The ink job is just about as good as it gets. I don't really see any defects at all. There's maybe a couple minor defects, but you get that with any dartboard. But there's the first impressions. Looks great. And you know what? It has that new dartboard smell, so that's always a plus. But let's get a little closer look, and then we'll measure some segments. Okay, so I'm going to go handheld here. I'll try to hold the camera as steady as possible, but I'm going to nitpick this dartboard. Although, to be honest, this dartboard's so nice, not really a lot to nitpick. Although, looking at the original 20 segment, you're going to see a little bit of red paint overlap right there. Again, not a huge deal to me. I don't really care about stuff like that. I mean, that's minor. Really, the only legit complaint would be right there. There's a little bit of sisal missing. But, you know, once you use the board, that's going to fill right in. So, again, not a big deal. But the rest of the board, it's looking pretty good. There's some sort of black mark right there. Again, just nitpicking, not a big deal. Everything's looking pretty good, right? Yeah, not a lot to complain about at all. Again, just nitpicking. A little bit of red overlap there, and also on the 18. But that's it. I mean, otherwise, I would say the condition of this board out of the box is probably 9.9 out of 10. Now, just to give you an idea of how flush the spider is, look at that. I mean, that bullseye is not sticking up that much at all. The rest of the spider, I mean, you can see how flush these wires are. Pretty crazy, right? That's a nice looking board. You don't hear much about the dual core either, but hey, I got this on sale for Black Friday, so hard to beat the deal. But let's measure some segments. Okay, time to measure some of the more popular treble segments. We've got my brand new digital calipers. And like I said on my last video, it's so hard to do this on camera, but I'll try my best and we'll have to go upside down. So I'm gonna start on the treble 20. And that is 9.15 millimeters. I guess we'll check the treble 18. And you know what? These wires are so flush, it's very easy to kind of go over the top. It's actually so flush, they don't want to stick too well. So it looks like this one is 9.32. What other popular ones do we have? I guess we use well, here in the United States anyway, we use the treble 16 quite a bit when we're playing cricket. We'll give that a look. I think you get the idea though. And you know what? It's actually shocking. So it looks like 9.3 there. It's actually shocking. These segments are rather on the small side, right? For a brand new dartboard. Usually they're closer to 10 millimeters. So, man, maybe this board won't make a good board for online darts. If the opponents are using a dartboard with bigger segments and you're stuck using ones with, looks like this one is 9.26 for the treble 19. I hope that's close to the first video that I did. But yeah, you guys get the idea. How many more of these I got to measure? 9.28 for the treble 17. Let me check a couple doubles and then we'll check the bullseye. Okay, so I'm going to check 4 of the more popular doubles. Double 18, we'll do double 20, double 16, and double 10. So starting with double 18. 9.45, I guess, 4.6. Double 20. 9.35, it looks like. Then we'll go to double 16. Let me know, which double do you guys prefer? And if you prefer double 18, don't let us know. You need to change how you play, right? It's just not a favorable double. Hey, why is this one so small? So 9, oh, there we go. 9.3-ish, 9.34 for the double 16, and we'll end up with the double 10. Actually, I should measure the double 1, right? That's the one I always end up on. 9.40, so it looks like I'm going to have to favor this double 10. Let's check the bullseye, and that's enough measuring. Okay, let's get this bullseye measured. I'll go straight across, and I'm having to go upside down. I'm just trying my best here. It's so hard to do this on video, where you can actually see the calipers in the video. So going straight across, I'll try my best to get it lined up here. Looks like, oh wow, right at 32 millimeters even, going straight across. The bullseye, 12.83 millimeters. So again, these segments, from what I'm seeing, a little bit smaller than what I've seen on other brand new dartboards, or modern dartboards. So I guess what we have left to do is get this hung up on the wall, throw a few darts at it, and then that's it for this week. I'll record the rest of the video next week. Okay, since I'm doing a very thorough dartboard review, I've got to mention the Rotolocks on the back. All Blade 6 models, the single core, dual core, and triple core, come with the Rotolock feature. Hands down, these little things, 3 of them on the back, best invention or best feature ever on a dartboard. Matter of fact, they're so incredible that once you use Rotolocks, you never want to go without them. It makes rotating the board a breeze. If you live in an old house like I do with uneven walls, it makes mounting the dartboard incredibly easy. You can adjust them just as simple as that, so the dartboard is flush to the wall. And yeah, they're incredible. I don't think I have to tell you guys just how awesome they are. But yeah, all Blade 6 dartboards come with the Rotolock feature, and quick picture of a sleeping dog. But yeah, let's get this thing hung up on the wall and chuck some darts at it. And there is the center mounting bolt. And yeah, that's it for the back of the board. Okay, I got to admit, a little bit of pressure here. This will be my very first dart, first turn on the brand new Blade 6 dual core. I did warm up for just a couple minutes, so on the other board, on an old board, then I hung this one up. And by the way, it hung up like a breeze. You guys know, right? So here we go. First dart is, all right, I'll take a single 20. Thank God it wasn't a 1 or a 1 or a 5. But yeah, we'll take a single 20. Matter of fact, I'm kind of blocked now, so I'll just throw, I guess I'll throw at the bullseye. An 11 and a 25. So there it is, guys. That was my first turn ever on the Blade 6 dual core. But now let's get into a little more detail here. Okay, let me give you a first few impressions now that the board's actually up on the wall. Mounting the board again with those Rotolocks. What a breeze. I mean, you guys know, you guys have probably had the Blade 5s or the Blade 6. The Rotolock features, it doesn't get too much better than that. It mounted tight to the wall, and yeah, it just couldn't be easier. Now, the coloring of the board, now that I'm standing back on the line, now that I got the lights on, the coloring is amazing. About as good as it gets. Bright, bright reds. The black is very dark, and just the contrast of it, beautiful, absolutely beautiful board, and I think we can all agree on that as well. Now, I did throw a couple darts at it, warming up now, but I purposely avoided the treble 20. I want to get my first treble 20 on video, so we'll just have a couple turns, and then again, we'll fast forward a week, and I got to do some more recording later on. Oh, hey, there it is. That's my first ever treble 20 on the brand new board. I think that's my first 5 as well. Bullseye? Actually, I already did hit the bullseye. I don't know if you can see. The camera picks up clear enough, but I did plunk the bullseye once. Ooh. There it is, the first hole in the treble 20. Oh, but it makes such a nice noise when it hits, just kind of like a plunk. And you know what? I know I've complained about this with the regular Blade 6. That board, I don't know if I got a bad example. It's just way too soft. This one, it was a lot more firm than I expected it to be. So that's a good thing for me at home. Nice firm dartboard. It's going to be long lasting. So hopefully that firmness continues. I don't want it to soften up in a week or so, but we'll throw it the 19. Missed it by just a hair. How about the 18? Hey, there's the first treble 18. 17? That's always so fun when you get a new dartboard. You get to plunk off each separate segment. Beautiful, beautiful sound when the dart hits the board too. It just sounds, well, you guys know, brand new dartboards, they sound nice, right? Very quiet as well. Ooh, that was supposed to be a 20. That was as well. Bullseye? 25. Oh man, I tell you what. So much fun throwing out a brand new dartboard, isn't it? I mean, really, what is there better in all of darts? Get a nice new dartboard hung up. It's just like Christmas, right? Yeah, first impressions couldn't be better, really. Oh, come on, I want that second. No, just a 60. So we'll see. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play on this for the rest of the week. I'm just kind of curious to see if my impressions change on this thing, but honestly, I don't think it will. I like the fact that the board's really firm. Bull. What an incredible sound on this thing. The darts aren't sinking in all that far either, which again, I really love. I've got the Mission Sniper ripple points on my match darts. Yeah, we'll do one more. I'm having so much fun here. Yeah, we'll do one more, and then the next clip you're going to see will be fast forward to next week. Probably December 15th, I'll finish up the recording on this thing. So yeah, there it is. First impressions. If I had to rate this thing on like a scale of 1 to 10, so far I'd probably give it like a 9.8 on a scale of 1 to 10. I really got lucky with this example. I think it's a great example. So that's going to do it for this half of the video. Again, I'm going to play on this thing the rest of the week, maybe an hour, hour and a half every night. So the next clip you're going to see is from December 15th. Today's December 9th. So hope you enjoyed it so far. If you did, thumbs up. We'll see you in a week.
1 week later.
Okay guys, let's wrap this video up. But before we do, I just want to show you the board after 1 week of play, 7 days. So today is December 15th. It's 7:30 at night. I just got done watching the PDC World Championships. And hey, while we're over here, we'll take a quick look at what's in my dart rack. Sure you recognize those. You recognize those. We'll go over here. Not too often you get a peek or a good close-up peek of what's in my dart rack. Those are my old match darts, the 180 reloads, customized, 180 dragons. Of course, the Gen 1 McKicks, MVGs. Everybody has to have a set of Dark Thunders. Look at that. We've even got some Neural in the collection. And the Unicorn 95s. And my customs. So, let's go over here to the dartboard. And again, I've been playing on this now for 7 days. Remember, I hung it up December 9th. Today's the 15th. So 7 actual days of play. And that is what the 20 looks like. This dartboard, a little bit more firm than I expected. The other Blade 6 boards that I've played on, very soft. And this one's holding up really well. I mean, look at this bullseye segment. I don't know what these wires are made out of, but really, really strong wires. There's barely a scratch on those things. I've had 0 bounce outs. And again, it's still pretty much brand new. I mean, this is a Treble 11. I don't even think that Treble 11 has seen a dart yet. Oh, and by the way, I've been playing with these mostly for the week. They have the Mission Sniper Ripple points. So that's the darts I've been using mostly on this dartboard. There's a Treble 19, my cover shots, holding up really well, right? So yeah, that's it. I guess it looks as you would expect it to look after a week of play, but you know, I've been hammering this thing for probably about an hour a day. I haven't rotated it yet. I mean, I'll probably rotate it pretty soon, but so far so good. Very happy. And you know what? The Rotolocks. Love those things. I don't have to say that too many more times, but yeah, the Rotolocks, absolutely amazing. And there's a board after 7 days of play. But let's go into the next clip and I will do a final wrap up. Okay guys, let's finish this video up. There's not a lot that I'm going to add right here, although I'm pretty excited because while I was watching the PDC World Championship today, it was actually the Peter Wright in the Mickey Mansell match. I hit a 10 darter, my first 10 darter on the Blade 6 dual core. I haven't had a 10 darter probably this year. I think that was my first 10 darter this year. I went 140, 140, 171, and that was the final dart. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. I did it with my $31, I forget what these are even called, Formula, $31 Formula Amazon darts. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. You're gonna see these darts tomorrow in a video. So yeah, keep an eye out for that video tomorrow. Actually, that video is gonna be really exciting. So about the Blade 6, I've had all 3 versions now, all 3 versions of the Blade 6. I've had the single core, I've had the triple core. Now keep in mind, I bought them when they first came out. Those things were incredibly soft. Matter of fact, I gave away the triple core. I didn't like that one. It was soft. Gave that away to a friend of mine. I think it was a birthday present. Well, he paid me for it, but gave him a pretty good deal. The single core I've got behind me here. Never liked that dartboard, to be honest with you. I mean, this thing was just, it's always been way too soft, and you'll probably not see this again on the channel. I just absolutely hated that board. Again, I bought them when they first came out. So from what I'm seeing, the Blade 6 dual core, it's my favorite Blade 6 so far. This one's a lot more firm than those other 2. So yeah, you'll be definitely seeing this board a lot more on the channel. I'm going to use that quite a bit. Really happy with it. Again, my favorite Blade 6 so far, and I don't know. That's the thing with dartboards though, guys. They vary from batch to batch. Sisal to natural fiber. I don't think they're 100% consistent on the dartboards. I mean, it's hard to make them exactly the same month after month, year after year, but for whatever reason, I got a good example right there hanging on the wall. I love that board. The Rotolock, the incredibly hard metal they use for the spider, The sizels compacted pretty tightly. I'm pretty happy with it. So total thumbs up for me, 10/10 so far with it. And I think it's going to be a long-lasting, somewhat firm board. It's not as firm as a 180 G3, but it's pretty close. So I guess that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the PDC World Championship that started, well, yesterday, now that you're watching this video. Hopefully it's going to be fun today as well and for the following 2 weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy the darts. Keep an eye out tomorrow. I have an awesome review for you. You guys have not seen these yet. So enjoy the rest of the World Championship. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this one. Later, guys.